the spectators. You are explorers. You are the protectors. You are a part of the journey. So hold on tight and join us on a wild goat safari as we travel around the world to see how Nashville Zoo is making a difference.
Good afternoon, explorers. How are we doing? Hello, Nashville Zoo, and welcome to our first animal show. My name is Maddie, and I will be your safari tour guide today. We are going to be highlighting places all over the world where the Nashville Zoo helps conserve animals, and we can't do this work without you. But before we get started, I want to remind you all to keep all of your personal belongings, water bottles, food, arms and legs in the seat next to you, or in your lap. We have you through the aisles of all our ready to show on All right, the journey was so smooth, we've already made it to our first destination, Africa. Now, the Nashville Zoo works so hard to conserve all throughout the globe like I mentioned. In Africa, we help all over the place. We are so happy to share with you the areas that we are focused on. So, most recently, we sent one of our hospital members over to Somalia. And here she was able to assist at the Cheetah Conservation Fund. She was able to bring her amazing human learning experience to help those were illegally confiscated from the wildlife trade. And not only was she able to help career them, but as well as bring lots of medical expertise. While at her place, she may have been able to spot all the African wildlife, including one of my personal favorites, the elusive parakeet. Now, this species can be found in Africa as well as parts of the Middle East and Asia. Now, you've already seen the beautiful camouflage abilities and his ears. She can hear all sounds that we don't even know exist. So each ear has about 29 muscles in it. He's hearing all different things while he's out here today, and sometimes he's not able to exactly pinpoint where his prey is. And they do best hunting without lots of noise going on. So we might be hunting in packs. And as safari guides and safari guests, it's our best to let the animals hunt in natural habitats without intervening. So we need to take justice and now for our next find, we also have been able to help over in South Africa. Here we were able to send some of our host dog keepers to be able to help with moving over the giraffes from Marlin Park with GPS. So I'm a python. Now you already see how beautiful camouflage is. She uses that to help blend in, to do what she does best, and that is going to be helping with control. So over in Africa, as well as all over the globe, farmers welcome snakes onto their yards, and they do a great job of keeping pests and conserving them. Now we always like to say it's better to have snakes in a yard rather than mice in their house. Now as she's making her way throughout the garden, you may notice what she's doing with her. Snakes are able to collect scents from all over the place. Their forked tongue, which is able to capture and pinpoint where those scents are coming from. Their organ on the roof of their mouth, which they're able to from. That's called the Jacobson. Now they do what they do best by waiting to ambush their prey. And they are super important to all other different ecosystems as they play a vital role in keeping their ecosystem clean, minimizing the spread of diseases. God knows rodents like I mentioned. As a zookeeper, I love all animals, including mice and rats, but snakes are super important to minimize the spread of diseases. You don't have to be their biggest fan, but to appreciate the amazing work they do to keep the ecosystem super clean. Now, this is an incredible setting, and we have one more amazing animal that I'm hoping to spot today. Hopefully, if we have any birds in the audience, we might be able to grab them next time. I want to highlight one more amazing adventure recently where a keeper was able to go to India to assist in the action half a mile away. Now it's also super helpful in catching their favorite foods, which you might be able to see. They love bugs, they love fruit, especially when that's their favorite. And that is why we love having them around, as they often get the nickname farmers of the forest, because that fruit is going to go through their system in part to act as fertilizer and help the forest grow. And of course, it's super important to these hornbills. They use it to nest in during their breeding season, as they will well into tree cavities and lay their eggs and then come up until they are ready to go on their own way. Now, she's showing off her flights up here, but they also have something pretty cute which she might show you is her hornbill. She's making her way throughout the stage. We're going to use that to help pick up birds as they're moving around the forest. We're so excited about these animal critters today, but we want to share how conservation doesn't just happen across the globe, it happens in our own backyards. So joining us next is going to be our next safari tour guide, joining us at lunch. We're ready to head to our next destination.
Well, howdy everyone. Did y'all have a great time out in Africa? I love to hear that. Well, welcome back home. Welcome to Nashville Zoo and back to Tennessee. I am a huge fan of the Nashville Zoo. This was my hometown zoo where I grew up. So I love getting to tell y'all about the conservation work we do right here on zoo grounds. Now, my name is Cam, and I will be your guide for our next two animals. Here at the Nashville Zoo, we are well aware that our choices as consumers and citizens matter. So we're involved in a lot of conservation projects right here at the zoo. Last year, we were able to send our ectotherm team into local waterways where they were able to release 17 eastern hellbender salamanders, an endangered species found right here in our local waterways. And since the start of this program, we've released over 200 different salamanders. Now, another reptile we do a lot of research with is one of my favorites, the box turtle. The box turtle is probably going to look familiar to you, but this is actually an endangered species. Now, they get their name box turtle because they do have a little base hinge on the base of their shell that allows them to close up almost completely into a box. Now, you'll notice as this little turtle is getting carried around that she is missing one of her front legs. Hickory actually came to us back in 1998 because the box turtle is really heavily impacted by human development. And unfortunately, Hickory had a run-in in someone's front yard and severely injured her leg. Thankfully, she was picked up by a local wildlife rehabilitator and then brought here to the Nashville Zoo. This is where she is able to live a nice, long, healthy life and be a wonderful ambassador for her species. And trust me when I say she has no issue going around. But this is a great example about why box turtles are endangered. Because human development is a huge problem for them and they really struggle to reach adulthood. So we actually protect box turtles right here at the zoo. If you see a box turtle here on zoo grounds, leave it where you find it. Do not pick it up and do not bring a box turtle from your house to the zoo. But leave it here and we will come get photos, weights, measurements of the box turtle you find. And we'll add them into our system to track where the box turtle lives and how they travel around the zoo. Since the start of this program, we have found over 200 different box turtles that live right here at the zoo. It is a huge accomplishment for us to see this endangered species well protected. Now, before we do close out our safari, I want to invite you on one more adventure. As the Nashville Zoo looks to our future, we are looking to go to Southeast Asia. This year, we are actually breaking grounds on a brand new expansion, where we'll be highlighting animals like otters, orangutans, and the Palawan winter. This is an animal found in the Philippines, and they get the nickname the bear cat, because they look kind of like a bear with their thick fur and kind of like a cat with their really long whiskers, but they are not related to either of those animals. In fact, they're in a family all on their own. And this one does not feel like showing off his climbing today, but they actually live hundreds of feet off the ground in the treetops of the Philippines. So as we open our new Asian expansion, you'll be able to see animals like orangutans and binturons every single day. But none of this conservation work would be possible without you. All of the Wild Works programs you learned about today are supported by things like ticket sales
everyone like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you guys can be notified every time I upload a video. Make sure you guys also leave a like and let me know your favorite animals. Link down below in the description. Y'all are welcome to come to Nashville Zoo. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you guys can be notified. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, peace.